Now in Dobie. Oh, sorry.
1994, much more baggy. No, that's
That
1993.
was my dolphin's name, Dobie.
Dobie. Dobie.
You had a
Yeah.
dolphin?
Yeah, it's from a movie, I think. I don't know.
Oh, I was like, I keep learning more about you every damn show.
Sweetie, I am a dolphin.
The key to happiness is to forget more. And guess what? I already forgot about what we're going to talk about tonight. So let's find out.
Welcome to For Music Lovers Only, a podcast where each host makes a top 5 list of their favorite songs from this week's topic. Each week is a new topic. Tune in, I dare you.
Music lovers only.
What's up? Hey, y'all.
There ain't nothing wrong. Sorry, I didn't want to take nobody's song there.
Was that even?
Yep, that was from that year.
Yeah, 94 was
Oh.
pretty groovy. I went to the hit list, the popular list today, and I was like, oh man, I did not bump anything. I just left my original because there were some good ones. I hope Sontia had a little better time with 94 than she did 89.
Oh, yeah. 89 sucked balls. I hated 89 so much with my whole heart and soul. But 1994 was so much better, and I enjoyed my life better because that year exists.
And you just reversed what Sontia said, and I'm on that track because
I thought they both were phenomenal.
Yeah, I thought 94 had a bunch of great, because I can't say that because then Tom Petty had an album, and it's like, that right there made it okay.
Everybody had an album. But yeah, this is episode 126 of For Music Lovers Only, the podcast. And we're talking favorite songs from 1994.
94.
We usually pick three years and then send a poll out and then see what the people wanted. This was the second pick. 89 was the first pick. Like you just heard, Sontia didn't like it. Coach liked it a little bit more. I loved it. I loved 94 too. It was I think what was 61 was the other year that we'll do next time we get together.
Maybe
next time we do a year.
I think that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And it had some great music too. So I was excited about all three of them. And I got one song that I was trying to work on last week's episode, the Foreigner. We're going to call it Foreigner now because I think calling it non-American makes it sound like
that's almost worse.
Yeah,
I was trying to call it the beginning. You said that was too. I was like, just call it the Foreigner list.
Yeah, in retrospect, we probably should have.
The band Foreigner. So it's like,
But shout out to Indonesia. They're still kicking it strong. They went back to another episode of ours, the Angry episode.
Hey.
And I think Coach was missing on that one or did a phone in. I think he had something going on because I didn't go back and watch it, but just a little thumbnail was just me and Sontia. But yeah, they get 400 views overnight.
Man.
But they're like our fourth highest, country. Canada got them beaten. We're big in Canada. We're big in UK.
It's the Nickelback, dude.
We're big in Indonesia. We're big in Australia. We're big in India and Germany. That is pretty insane.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
We're huge.
Get us there all over the world.
Yeah.
If you're here from any of those countries, say something. That would be so cool.
Most of it's probably after the fact.
After hours, yeah.
Yeah. But
I mean, there has to be like at least one real guy doing it.
Yeah, probably same guy. But Indonesia is freaking beautiful. I was like, wow, I want to go to Indonesia so bad now.
There's a lot there.
Yeah, you can. I think it's cool to go to Indonesia. I think you don't die immediately.
It's just north of Australia, so probably pretty close to dying immediately. I mean,
by kangaroo
creatures and all of that go. Maybe we're not hated over there or whatever, but it definitely seems like a lot of creatures maybe over there.
Yeah.
I think so.
Don't like creatures.
Yeah.
We don't have those here in the States.
Yeah. Before we get into their list, we got a special night going on there tomorrow. Coach is dusting off the mic for the Middle of the Road podcast. He uses a separate mic. This is his FMLO mic.
Yep.
And so his middle of the road mic is different. And so he's busting that out. He's got some guests coming from Wyoming.
You.
Yeah, they're going to be in town playing at Kirby's, and so we're gonna get over there, interview them, and then going to go to the show, check it out at Kirby's.
Yeah, got the old studio kind of set back up, got the mic set up, got the TV actually did turn back on. It hasn't been on for a while, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so they're supposed to be here tomorrow. We're for sure taking off work. Sontia, I think you're going to join us on there. Josh might do some painting. I don't know what'll happen. I don't know. We might do 2 different shows. We might just do a kind of an interview with them and then do a regular show where they just sit around and jam with us or talk while he goes and paints, or we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah.
Anything we can do to catch some people live and drum some people up to get them to come up and watch the show.
Yeah, we'll figure it out tomorrow. We'll do that.
Like everything, Josh is trying to plan it, and Coach is on the fly. He wants me to set up a show and do all that, and I don't know when we're going to start. So setting one up makes it hard.
You could put it at 8:00 and then just go live when we go.
Yeah,
live.
and that's what I was going to say. Something like 5, because we won't want to go way too late since their show's at 9:00 at Kirby's tomorrow.
I think Coach or Casey or Kevin is saying take shots before the podcast, but no, probably take shots before you go to Indonesia. Probably get all your shots before you go anywhere out of the country. I think it's probably. I'm not a shot taker, but I think if I did go out of the country, I don't want no malaria. I don't want
malaria is real. It'll get you.
I don't know. They might have a vitamin or like a thistle for that, Josh. Look it up.
They probably do. I still ate that Flintstone vitamin, that one Flintstone vitamin I ate back in 1987, man. It's holding strong. Well, Coach, you got the spinner there handy. Let's get into this.
Oh yeah, no gallivanting before we do our list. We gallivant after.
Talking too much.
Yes, yeah, we do that. Coach. It's Joe.
Hey,
I got to get to the sounder. I'm way off cue.
Don't take any of my shows. You're the one that told me to spin.
I know.
You got first twice.
Lacking.
I was gonna say, I don't know if that's fair.
I think Kevin is saying you'll go to jail if you don't get a shot for malaria.
I mean,
is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. Kevin's retired and he's at home. Does he even know he's watching our show, or does he think this is Wheel of Fortune? Is he trying to solve the puzzle? Is he solving the puzzle right now? I mean, no. Sorry.
I'd like to buy 3 vowels
tomorrow.
A-E-I-O-U. Oh. Nothing. Like I said, this was a fun list. I'd had mine done and kind of been adding. I would find little gems. I stayed away from, there were so many great albums, and 94 was a really big time for me in music because I was, starting to buy my own music, and I was starting, like I said, do the math. Like I said, 89, so I was like 15. So yeah, I had my own money at that point. I was working at like 14, 15, mowing yards, hustling, and doing homework at school for $20 instead of peddling dope. I was a homework nerd, forging signatures. I could forge the best signature.
Bro, I don't feel like I don't appreciate you talking about me negatively.
Calling me out like
this
that.
Podcast.
Oh hell, I didn't charge you guys. You know that.
There's a thing that Casey Enterprises has got me fed, got me clothed, and got me driving through high school.
Yeah.
Where did y'all have $20 from?
It was the 90s, man. There was money everywhere.
That was crazy. Your parents would just give you $20 to go away.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish my parents would. I was poor when I was. Let me see, 1994. I was 13. Yeah,
I was poor too. I was super poor.
I had nothing.
I thought we were poor, but
I was working. I swept nights at my dad's shop. That's how I made monies.
Oh, that's cool.
I mowed lawns and like I said, hustled shit at school, homework. But yeah, 94. This album, number 5. When this album came out, I don't think it got much love. It wasn't as well received as their previous 3. But Pearl Jam came out with an album, Vitalogy. I liked it because the cover was different. It wasn't the same plastic cover. It was like a paper, and it looked leathery, and it was still just a paper album.
Mhm,
And the
mhm.
whole album is good. I can't think of one song I don't like. They had a couple songs that got a lot of radio airplay, and I think this one did, but it's Corduroy.
Yeah.
And what's the I just spaced the very first line, but you're finally here and the waiting makes me mad. You're finally here and I'm a wreck. And then that's always kind of stuck with me, that line, and it probably shaped it, but it's like I'm so excited about something and it finally happens, and I'm over here.
I don't want to
You know,
shower.
usually back then it was drunk. I was always too drunk to. I missed so much being a drunk idiot. I mean, I was like, oh God, she was hitting on me. I realized that the day after. I was like, replaying, trying to remember things. Like, oh man,
Even when you were 14?
I screwed that up. Well, this was years later, not at 14.
Oh, okay.
But I listened to. I loved it at 14, but later on when I started doing dumb stuff. Then I would. It's always been. I've always played it a lot. It's always been a favorite.
Oh yeah, Vitalogy. I feel like it's one of their best albums. It doesn't get as much recognition, but it really is. It's like it's dank.
My favorite one is it's made the list. The accordion one, the Bugs.
Yeah,
Bugs. I mean, that was just. And what was the other one? I can't think of I can't think of it right now. But Satan's something.
bed.
Yeah. I'll never sleep in Satan's bed. Yeah, it was funny. But number 4 kind of goes along with it. The song is called Demon Cleaner from a band called Kyuss. And they sound a whole lot like Queens of the Stone Age because 2 of the members, this was their band prior to that. And they've made the list before, but they never make it enough. And once I remembered that they had an album in 94, I had to put them. So it bumped a few things. This was my last ad that did bump a couple songs that I liked. But it's off the 94 album Sky Valley. And, it's Josh Holmes. You know who Queen of the Stone Age, right?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds exactly like that. Stoner metal band from California.
Cool.
Sweet.
New listen.
Number 3. I feel this one kind of goes along with being a drunk idiot because I think this is what this song is about. You have a love song to being a drunk idiot and passing out on your floor and the love affair with your floor. So it's called Linoleum from NOFX. And I don't know if that's what it's about. I've tried to listen, but that's the vibe I feel that, he's way too drunk, passed out on the floor, wakes up and like, you're my only friend, floor.
Yeah.
A time or two too. So
Linoleum is the best floor to pass out on.
Yeah.
I'm a carpet guy, but that's fine. I get you.
The cleanup is worse though. Linoleum is cooling too.
Yeah, but usually it's not my carpet I'm passed out on, so the cleanup's not usually my worry.
Coach ain't invited over here no more. He puked on the floor.
Come to my house.
Hey, I'm invited once, and that's all it takes.
All right, number 2. I don't know if this was their last album. I didn't look into it. I think they had one more after it, but Pantera. 5 Minutes Alone. And I love this song. It was between Shredding Skin and 5 Minutes Alone. And like I said, I used to, give me 5 minutes, but that was when I always had people constantly around. Now I don't. And that 5 minutes has turned into 15 minutes, and it's kind of driving me insane watching everybody go out and do things. And I'm, stuck at home, doing my own little projects, my garden and my shed project, my garage project, trying to get my art on. I was like, man, I want to go do something. But then I remember, I don't really like people, so I'll just stay home. And
There's people out there.
But yeah, I was watching. It was right before the podcast here tonight. There was probably because I was listening to so much Pantera, but it was Jonathan Davis talking about Dime and just how he was a cool guy. Every time Korn would play there in Dallas, he'd be like, "Come up to the clubhouse, and we'll shoot fireworks out your butt or something." That's what Dime liked to do.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Number 1 is the one I so desperately wanted to work on last week's list, but I'd already had a UK, an England, whatever we want to call it. But Pink Floyd,
Mhm.
What Do You Want From Me? This whole album, again, is, in my opinion, probably their best album.
Okay.
I know, and I love all the old albums, and I know a lot of them guys, the people that grew up with the old albums fresh, that was their stuff. But like, this was their first album they put out in my prime. When they put it out, like I said, when I was 15, and it was such a great album. And again, it's dark and depressing,
Mhm.
a lot of it, and this song, I think he's like, talking to the fans, what do you want to me? But I always took it as, loved ones, or, even friends, people, what do you want from me? I give you this, and then that's not good enough. What do you want from me?
Mhm.
It's the way
Mhm.
I've always took it. But yeah, great album, Division Bell.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Good list.
Didn't take nobody's.
No
No.
takes.
No takes.
No takes.
One I was
Pucker moment.
will mention, but nope. That's what was cool about this. That's where when I get my year, I'll just read kind of a list of a quick list of the bands that released an album that year. It was easy. I mean, if you like music, it was hard to listen to a Billboard 100. It was hard to listen. I find those suck ass. I find just like alternative 94, rap 94, rock 94, doing it that way is way better if you're a Spotify listener. Or just find the freaking albums you like and kind of listen through albums. But I get bored and sometimes listening to just an album through. I like some variety.
Oh yeah.
All right, spinner. Sorry, it was in my hand and then Josh can't go again, so we'll spin again. We'll give that one to Sontia because. Just saying, this is like 2 or 3, 4, 5, 9 times in a row I've went last. I mean, it's fine. I don't care anymore. It really don't matter. But I'm just saying.
I mean, it's your spinner.
Yeah. You got that button on the back. Use it.
Yeah.
I'm not good with it. That's true.
I think we could probably do it with the paper clip. I'm pretty good at MacGyver and shit. I bet we could just add a little paper clip, put a little resistance on the back.
I think I can literally push on the back kind of when I want it to stop, really, if I want to, but that takes the fun out.
Oh my goodness. Put some WD-40 on it. Maybe if it spins faster.
I was gonna say it would still be spinning. We're like sitting here going like, oh Josh, I know we weren't supposed to kill time, but we're waiting.
It's not done spinning yet.
The never-ending story. Which was not in 1994, or was there a never-ending story in 94? It was that other. Anyways,
there was, because it's a never-ending story.
Oh yeah.
There was a song that doesn't end.
Anyways, 1994. I was 13 years old, and I was just leaving my house and having friends and being introduced to different types of music. So when 1994 came up, I was really, really excited. Now, the thing that made me sad about 1994 is when I was sending out my invites, I just sent it to just random people that I knew, just musicians, and I realized that everybody is younger than me. I had 3 people today where they were like, "You're not my age," and I'm like, "No," and they were like, "I was 2 in 1994," and I was like, "Well, listen any gosh darn way,
learn something.
Listen here, you whippersnapper."
Yeah. Watch the podcast and learn something, Sonny.
Let me tell you something.
Back in my day.
So 1994 was the summer of love songs. And I ran into a couple that I really liked. And I remember singing with heart eyes. So my number one is going to be by a group called All for One. And they have this song called I Swear.
By the moon and the
stars in the sky.
I'll be there.
I sang it to that gal.
Oh yeah, I used that in 94, 5, 6. Yeah, buddy. And I swear.
And it was such a hopeful song. It really was. And Young Love is like that. It really is. You swear the world to each other, and you really intend on giving each other the world. And so we just would live in that bliss. Oh my God, for better or worse. Like, I couldn't wait to get married when that song came out. I was like, this is playing at my wedding.
I remember a girl broke up with me, and I'm like, I played you this song, Till Death Do Us Part, honey. You know? 'Cause I swear, you know.
Oh, the pain. It was real to me. So that was my number one, All for One. Definitely a cool group. There was a lot of boy bands going on around there. Number two, because I don't have these in order, and I have a bunch of them written down, and I don't think I actually picked anything. So number two, we are going to go ahead and use, because it is the end of September. It's actually 1st of October, and you need to wake Green Day up around this time. So the song that I picked by Green Day, so that they will wake up and watch our podcast, is When I Come Around.
Yep.
Okay. And the reason why I picked that song is I had just slowly started branching into like alternative rock music. And that was the first song that I fell in love with. I would sing that song to the top of my lungs when it came on the radio, and then go right back to the R&B station. But yeah, just sometimes we work the world around. Like it was, huh?
It's on Dookie, right? The first album.
The album, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I liked that album was the artwork on the front. I mean, it was good songs, but they lost their luster with me. I said Dookie, I love Dookie. There's still some good songs, but like I said, doing this research on this podcast, it's Green Day. I mean, every time the kid's like, "Why is Green Day on the playlist, Dad? What is going on?" She doesn't. She likes Green Day, but she knows that they're not my favorite.
Yeah, but this was young, free, happy-ish, still not happy Green Day. This was coming out Green Day. This is rebellious Green Day.
I love 94 Green Day.
Yeah, 'cause you know where I'll be found when I come around. Yeah. So that's my number two, just because it's super fun and it's poppy, and I love pop rock. I really do. Like my whole 20s and teens was pop rock. Oh my God. And pop punk, pop anything, pop metal, all of it.
I ate
all of it.
Box.
Snort them.
Never, that would hurt.
That was later on.
I won't stop. Number three, Celine Dion, who has the weirdest love story ever that we all accepted for some reason. As a 13-year-old girl, there's some 40-year-old dude that she was in love with, and they just stayed together for the rest of his life. And it was just like, oh, that's fine.
Times were different in 94.
Not really.
That's what they say, I guess. I don't know. So creepy.
Yeah, it was.
Before there was like 22 and 24-year-old dudes coming back to our prom, and we all thought it was creepy then, but they let it happen.
Yeah.
Man, there were girls that were dating, like, we were 13 and 14, and there were guys that would come by in their cars, like 20, 21-year-olds that would come by in their cars, and then there was this one chick, she was like, he let me drive my car. Yeah.
One was my roommate at one point. You know what I'm talking about.
It's like, stop being like that.
Gross.
Yee. But to the better part of predatory behavior, Celine Dion has a song called The Power of Love. And this song, once again, is absolutely heart-wrenching and just completely engulfing when it comes to love, because she's your lady and you are her man. And it was just, the first time that I heard it, it just starts off like it's just like a slow wave of just tidal wave emotion that's gonna just completely control you for 4 minutes. So yes, that is my number three, Celine Dion, The Power of Love.
Like I said, I could probably heard it.
Oh yeah, because it goes, 'cause I'm your lady.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah,
No.
we've all heard it. Oh yeah.
Yep. All right.
If you've been to
Number.
You've heard it.
Huh? What?
If you've been to a dance, you've heard it.
Yeah. Not recently though, but
Well, I
back.
mean, in '94,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7. Sorry.
Number 4 is going to be a dance song, Dance Craze, 69 Boys, which I always wondered when I was 13 why they would name themselves after such a number. I was like, that is a weird number to name your, like they can do 70, or like 50, 69. It's so odd.
That was
But
before you knew.
50 Boys sounds weird, by the way. And
50
so does
Boys.
70 Boys sounds weird as well. But I mean, not weird, but it sounds. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, well, 69. Yeah, I guess it has more of a ring to it.
Oh, sorry. That's my inner 13-year-old.
69 Boys had a song that was a dance craze, that dance that I still do to this day because it's funny, and it's called Tootsie Roll.
To the left,
Yeah, or to the right, like to the right. Yeah, front, back.
Let me see that Tootsie Roll.
Oh, let me see that.
I can't do the dance. I don't know. I can't remember the dance, but I remember the song.
I mean, we just did it. We just literally did part of it. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the front, to the front, to the back. Now slide.
Yeah.
Slide.
And then you got to dip, and then you got to do the Tootsie Roll where you just move your hips like this. You got to, and that was the groovy part, was the hip, and you want to get the boy that you like, right? And then you got to get real close, and you got to Tootsie Roll in front of him, and then hope that he comes and Tootsie Rolls with you, and then all of a sudden you're Tootsie Rolling together.
Nobody Tootsie Rolled with me.
Did y'all Tootsie Roll though here?
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah,
you did.
More electric. We probably did more electric slide and like cowboy line dance. We Tootsie Rolled for sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Rita's what
the most trouble
cowboy.
I ever gotten in my freshman algebra class. We had to write like multiple equations that somebody else had to solve, and it was like 25 equations. I wrote 25 different equations to equal 69. Every single answer was 69, and it was one of my greatest algebra feats to this day.
It just rolls off the tongue, huh?
Miss
jokes.
Miss hated me, by the way. Most did.
Yeah.
Oh, you were the hero in class, though.
Oh yeah, got a lot of laughs.
All right, and then finally, let me get to my number 5, and I'm gonna pick it right now. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. I am doing it. We're just gonna do mostly love songs this time. And I can't let this one go because it was like the greatest love song in a Disney movie that I can remember out of all the Disney movies. And this rivaled Phil Collins and his Tarzan soundtrack, but it was Elton John. Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Yeah.
From The Lion King.
Lion King. Yep. That was what it was. I couldn't remember it.
Oh, yeah. And so, once again, just reminded me of starry eyes, bright, incredible hope for the future, walks in the afternoon to go get salt and vinegar chips, and Sobe.
Oh, the 90s were grand.
They really were. As much as I remember all the heartache and heartbreak from my older years, those young years and that young love really was something special.
Yeah, I'll still fight to this day that the 90s were probably, the best decade. I'll give the 80s, it'll give a run for its money. Don't get me that wrong, but it's also because everything good happened to me 90s. There was bad stuff, but it just outweighed, that was the formidable years you call them, and a lot of good happened.
In the good old days.
And I struggled. I was like a struggling teen. It's funny because we just did my 25-year reunion, and here, do my sounder. and I struggled, but it was still great because it was just so easy back then. You could be 14 and work and live. It's just crazy because my daughter works a full-time job and has to live with my mom, or has to live with somebody to do it these days. So
Yeah.
94 was a good time.
Yeah, it was.
There was more albums really. Nirvana, Pink Floyd, Bon Jovi, Green Day, REM, Cranberries, Soundgarden, Celine Dion, Pearl Jam, Rolling Stones, Mariah Carey, Counting Crows, Oasis, Boyz II Men. I mean, there was a lot of albums released in 94, so it was pretty easy, but I just went with what I felt. So my number 5 is from Soundgarden. It's from Super Unknown, and it's Spoonman.
It's hard not to work that album on.
And there was other songs I wanted to use, but every time you hear that song, it's just Spoonman. There's just something about that, that just makes you feel good. So, I think I've used my number 4 before, but I'm still going to use it again because Beastie Boys had an album in 94, and it's from Ill Communication, and it's Sabotage. And
Sabotage.
that's like the song of our generation, or of 94, maybe not our generation, but it was just it was awesome. That whole album was they were kind of a voice of the rebellious teenager,
I think that was right after they left their first album after Def Jam, I think. And I mean, Sabotage is my least favorite Beastie. It's still a good song, but it's my least favorite Beastie Boys song.
It's like my favorite one.
Probably because it was overplayed.
I just love the video. I love, it's just something. Then, I just watched not like documentary, but it was like a jam with them, and they talk about that, and that was like one of the most fun they ever had making an album, and had like full control, and they know they screwed up, and there's a lot of failures in it, but that was like their full control album, and so
no Rick Rubin's. Kevin doesn't like Rick Rubin's. I think he's. I
think he made some good beats and he put together. Yeah.
No, I want to be the next Rick Rubin. Sign me up.
This is where it got a little struggle bus, just because there was quite a few, but I had to get Tom Petty on here. Wildflowers, 94. I've used 3, I think, or 2 different songs from this, but this is a great song, and I've never used it. It's Good to Be King.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. I mean, that song.
Whole album.
Oh yeah, that whole album. Yes, and that's what's crazy is like those. Not even only really 1 or 2 from there are kind of probably on his greatest hits. And then you're like, oh crap, but then he's just one of those ones. I mean, we've done him, and we could do him again, and we could probably do him again, and it would be easy. We could do him. We could do 90s him, or 80s him, 90s him, 2000. It would be pretty easy. So
he was generationally awesome.
Yeah. Freaking F you fentanyl. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to say F you fentanyl, but Tom Petty's and just one of them that just F you fentanyl.
Yeah.
For real. My number 2. I don't have any numbers on these, so this is all on the fly. We're gonna go 9 Inch Nails. I don't even have the album on this one, but Closer.
Downward Spiral. I think they had 2 albums.
Yeah, they did have 2 that year, but the Closer, that's probably their biggest one too. But that's the one that I like. Me and my buddies would all be jamming at a band, or the dance, or at a wherever. That was just one of you walk through the hall, and that one could just start up. So that's my number 2.
Sweet.
And my number 1, and I think I've used this one before too. It's from Purple, from STP, and it's Vaseline.
Yeah. It's hard not to work on as well.
Yeah. STP we've even done. Oh, not we did. Wyland or whatever.
Yeah.
But I did a bunch of STP, and that's just a great song. And that again, that's one, like these songs. There was a ton of songs I found like I kind of forgot about that made my favorites, if that makes sense. But this was one that completely brings me back to 94. Closer completely I know when that song comes on, I kind of remember where I was hearing that song in 94.
Oh yeah.
So
everywhere though, that one.
Yep.
Yeah, good list.
That's my list, and I'm sticking to it.
That was a good list.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got. That's all I got.
Ruined so many bands just to get him on the radio. You gotta
Mike
get-
Bruce.
I'll agree. He did. I don't know about ruined bands. He knew how to make music get on the radio, which at that time was the only way you made money. It wasn't streams. It was hard to sell albums if you weren't out there. If us suburban kids didn't hear you on the radio, we didn't have internet or nothing to know about. So you had to get, I mean, you say that, but Dre is big. He's the biggest rapper because of that airplay, and that stuff, not Ruben, but because of that, all of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Kevin.
we got to figure out something for next week. Coach is going to be working, real life duties, right? So
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean,
we need to figure out what.
I'll try and record something, but I think you guys got a guess. So if you don't need me to, it's okay.
Yeah, I got Mr. Kevin has agreed to. I had a few options, but I figured I'd probably better ask Kevin first since
he's been wanting to.
I know he's
Yeah.
been wanting to, and the other person has been wanting to. So I need to get the exact days. I mean that you're probably not going to be here if you got another. I think you said you had a couple more in October that you were going to
There'll
be.
be one other one, most likely, that it would be a good to just get a substitute. I may be available, but it'll be difficult.
So I'll probably reach out to the other person too. For that one, just let me know when it is. Tape trades.
Everybody could use a break from me, but I don't know if
Tape
Kevin's gonna be-
trades.
Oh,
Man,
trade
I wasn't allowed to trade my tapes.
I didn't want
cards,
to.
but I would. I remember I would, like, if somebody had like the new 2 Live crew, I'd be like, you can listen to my
Mhm.
Beastie
ABBA.
Boys. Yeah,
ABBA greatest hits. I got the ABBA greatest hits.
I'm sorry,
Garth
guys. My
Brooks.
cat's being weird as fuck, dude. I don't know what he's doing. Like, he was just standing there staring at me, going meow, and I was like, "Go
Cats are-
away."
cats are weird.
He's not that weird though, so maybe he's wondering about you guys. Maybe he can hear you and doesn't know what's going
What
on.
is going on? Well, Kevin, if you're still listening, got any suggestions for next week? Figured that out. Let's see. Like I said, we got the thing tomorrow.
Mhm.
I thought Kevin and I we're in Winfield. He's going Friday night. They're having like a meet and greet. I don't even know what's going on. He hasn't quite got back to me. I just know it's in Winfield. Friday the meet and greet, and I think it's probably like their Winfield River Fest or fall festival type of thing. I think. And
Come here.
so that's the meet and greet's Friday, and then the setup to vend is Saturday. I thought we had Mopigs Sunday, so I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be
Alright. You see?
a ridiculously busy weekend, going from, like I said, not doing anything for months to, or a month at least, maybe nothing steady, regular, to doing like 4 things in like 4 days. I'm like, I don't know if I can handle this.
That's a lot.
But Mopigs isn't till November 2nd, so we're not there yet. So I got Sunday off. That's cool. But I did some artwork. I took a book. I got a book that I had. This is the print. But
Pretty sweet.
I had
That's
got
awesome.
this book solely for the purpose of arting, just to tear up, and I've used it for once. I've like shredded it and taped it on something. Took this page out and I started drawing this eyeball.
That was like the sexiest page. I was looking at the eyeball when you posted it, and I started reading it, and I said, "Oh,
Yeah, I didn't even know. I did not purposely put her breast and in the eyeball, but
Yes,
it popped
you
out
did.
there, and
I feel like you did."
Josh.
Yeah.
I could not color
Once
it
you
in.
found it, you knew.
Well,
that-
yeah, once I found it, there was no way I was coloring it in, but I totally didn't read anything on the page. I just started drawing this eyeball, and I had it all drawn in, and I'm like, holy cow. So now I got to kind of recreate that magic on, because I had planned on using several more of this book's pages to do some artwork for the next big thing we got, that the 310 next year. So my next showing, my next gallery showing. I'm only getting out for galleries.
Hey.
No, but so I think I'm going to do something with that, like a series with that. Probably eyeballs. I don't know. I thought about making a big human eyeball looking bat, kind of Halloween-y looking,
Okay.
slimy and drippy and big eyeballs. I don't know what I'm going to do, but yeah, I'm going to have to definitely read the pages now and try to try to recreate the magic and fake the magic now, but that was totally just whoa. And then I guess I started reading the page and I was like, oh man.
Okay.
Looked at the back of the book to see what kind of book it was, and sure enough, it's
Porn.
romance love book.
Josh acts like he didn't know. He's read that thing like 3 times.
20 times, back to forth.
It was
Heck,
Lord of the
right.
Schlings.
Yeah, I was gonna say, find another one where the word you can make an eye around is schlong or something like that.
Well, I thought about putting a big schlong on my bat. It's just a bat with a big schlong.
Bats
Or a
don't
butt.
have schlongs.
Or a butt bat. That's what I was thinking about. A butt bat where, his butt is the bat, but then the schlong would be his tail. I thought about that, but I'm like, is that too weird? I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean,
Kevin says he's got Norton's. I
your
forgot about that.
audience is.
Sunday little shindig at Norton's. Norton's is a cool place. They got I love that
Good.
Norton burger. I haven't been there in a long time, but I need
They
to
got
get a
good food, man.
The Norton burgers, like grilled cheese sandwiches are the buns,
Mhm.
and then it's like a big double patty. I mean, it's huge. The first time I ate, the fries are good too, and I love fries, so I was chowing down on the fries, and I couldn't finish this burger, and that's usually not a problem for me. Usually I can finish my food, but yeah, I missed it. I
Okay.
didn't finish the burger.
Oh
And
yeah.
I was sad. Next time I didn't. I said, "Fuck those fries. I'm eating the burger."
My honorable mentions. All I want to do, Sheryl Crow.
Oh yeah. TLC and was definitely in there.
Ready
I
to
saw a
die,
lot
Big
of them.
Papa. I love it when you call me Big Papa.
You
Well,
know one
something-
that I left out that I really should have done, now that I'm thinking about it, is Salt and Pepper. It's none of y'all's business. And it was just like, I remember singing that when I was 13 years old out loud at church. And then somebody's mama was like, no, it's everybody's
all of our
business. You're a
business.
child.
Good Lord's business.
Do you want to know what the number one song in '94 that if came on in a room, almost everybody would start singing?
The
What?
Chub Thumper. I don't know.
Regulate, Warren G and
Yeah,
Nate Dogg.
yeah.
Oh
Ain't
yeah.
Nobody, if that comes, like you could be anywhere and that comes on, like you're at a restaurant and somebody just played that loud, and like grandparents are regulators.
Well, something I learned that about M over just this afternoon was the Biggie Tupac song, the Till I Die, or it was a mashup that put up, that somebody mashed it up, put it together.
Mhm.
after their death. Resurrection, maybe, I don't know, but M was the one who produced it, and he's got all writing credits on it. I'm like, wow. And it's a good song. I always thought it was good, but this whole it's been one of my favorites. And like I said, I'm not a big Biggie fan. I'm Pac
Mhm.
all the way, West Side, but yeah, I was like, wow, good job, M.
Just slid that right on in there.
Me and my wife argue this all the time, and I'm torn. Like back then, I was probably more of a Tupac guy. The more I listen to the music now, freaking Biggie was a lyrical. I mean, he was he had a flow to him, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he got a flow.
If
Tupac,
it wasn't for Puff, that's what's killed me about Biggie is just so many songs. Puff had to get on every song, so you're like, can't even jam this song. Shut it off.
Yeah.
Shut it off.
Well, I said there was
Stupid
I
P.
still
Diddy.
listen to it. I'm not gonna stop listening to
Stupid
music
P.
just
Diddy,
because the
stupid
people who
P. Diddy.
produced it suck.
I know, but stupid P. Diddy. He had to
Yeah.
get on there and dance and sing. And
Well, Biggie stole. I mean, he didn't. He paid to use this guy's image. His whole image. That his hit songs were this other rapper from like Mississippi. Like I think I can't remember what his. It was Biggie something, like Biggie Little or something like that. But yeah, I mean, the whole image was stolen.
he was like a smart kid, and like I mean, I watched a doc.
Honors classes and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like I said, I've never been big on Biggie.
I'm not like you never heard me mention him in my top list. Yeah, but I've never.
And I've always hated the other guy. So
Yeah, and I've never, yeah,
Never
the
liked
the
him.
I, the D. Yeah.
He's got a weird vibe from him, and it's.
You were right. You know,
I was right. I usually am. I usually am.
You know, the other person that always got a weird vibe about him was 50 Cent, and we should have listened all along.
Yeah,
50 Cent was calling it out on him and Ja Rule from the beginning. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and then he just went and started doing his own stuff. Like 50 Cent just disappeared. He did like 2 movies and then disappeared into the forest.
And now he's getting ready to host a TV show. He's all over podcasts. He was at the halftime show a couple of years ago. He's showing up everywhere.
Yeah,
I can't get enough 50 Cent, man.
Bad Bunny forever.
He just says stupid, crazy shit, off the wall shit. And I love it, man.
yeah. Like I said, that one of the more recent interviews I've seen from him. He's like, so does 50 go to the grocery store to get his own groceries? He's like, oh, 50 don't do that. 50 ain't about that life. You know, he the normal stuff that we, you know, he's got somebody to go. He goes into the kitchen and stuff's just there.
He just orders it on Walmart.com.
I bet you he don't. He probably pays somebody thousands of dollars to buy his groceries for him.
Oh, dude, he does some pretty good interviews, man. He said something about recreated some photo and he's sitting on a bunch of money, and they're like, you know, you could have used fake money or just used ones or whatever, but he used the actual, he got like $6 million and actually sat on it to recreate like a Muhammad Ali photo.
Yeah.
And so he's talking to him and he's like, you know what it's like to have money, you know, or whatever, you know, it's like, it's better to sit on 6 million. I agree. You know, like, give it to me, dog. Give it to the show.
Like that part on Breaking Bad when dude's like laid on the money.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Couldn't. Yeah, give me like. I remember like the first time I ever seen like 4,000 cash. I like spread that out on the bed. I'm like, oh, you know.
Well, I didn't see any suggestions from Kevin, so we'll figure something out for next week. It is October, so we could always play the spooky card, but I think we did that last year, and I mean, there's really not very many. A wide variety of Halloween songs.
You don't have to be Halloween, and I don't know if you have to do it yet, but we could do that one this month where it's just like creepy songs or spooky songs or dark songs or something. I mean, we could work a couple things in that. If you wanted to get a Halloween song in, you could throw it, but
just ghost songs, haunted songs. I mean, there's a lot of songs that have ghost themes. I just thought of 5 when I said, ooh, that was me saying I just thought of 5, just ghost, you know. I don't know.
Spirits. I got a lot of spirit song. Most of mine are actually cheerleading songs, and it's a different spirit. Never mind.
Team spirit. All right, guys. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed our list. We will do that next week.
Hey, join us tomorrow. We'll be all over the place. You know, if you're in the Wichita area, get bored. Just come up to Kirby's. Come up with some. I wish I had the rest of the bands that were going to be there. I do have it here somewhere.
Old Musty Bastards. And
I should have sent you that. Yeah, Old Musty Bastard out of Junction City. I believe is possibly the headliner. Or 10. I don't know if 10 for 10 is. I should know that. One of them 2 are, and then I believe Softy is opening.
Sweet.
So
Jenna says dark bands. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Or dark music would be easy. I mean, or just dark songs. So yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, bye everybody.
Have a good night.